Thanks, Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And already we're underway here. Looking tidy in possession here. Gakpo. Now, what about a counter-attack? That pass has been well intercepted. Gakpo. Now it's Szoboszlai. He can get that clear. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fellow, Warren Zaire-Emery, Peter, is someone who's considered to be the crown jewel of French football. And at such a young age, his rise has been meteoric, really, since mid-teens. It's rare to see somebody so physically and technically accomplished at that age. But he's got the passing and dribbling skills to be trusted. And I think everybody is on board with that already.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly, actually, at both ends. Gakpo. And it's Szoboszlai. Liverpool looking to pass their way through.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bradley, looking for a runner.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Vitinha. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Bradley. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Mayulu.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's picked his way through. There's the header! He will be livid with himself. Zaire-Emery. Hernandez. Almost half an hour in now. That's Lee Kang-in. That has been cut short. Vids thinks one through. Zabani is there, and he can get that clear. Gakpo. Oh, important interception.
Ekitike really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, he's a tricky customer, but he slams the door shut. Lee Kang-in goes short. He's had it taken off him. And now they can spring out of defence. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Vitinha opts for safety. Zaire-Emery. And here's Kvaratskhelia.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Gravenberg. And it's Soboslai.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. Looking to play him in. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bradley, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Soboslai. Zaire Emery can get it clear. And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that. Lee Kang-in. Doué. Lee Kang-in. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Doué. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Looking here to chip it through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Cleared without complication. Now Zabani. Hernandez. And Mayulu. He is through here. That is good strength. Szoboszlai under intense pressure.
Yeah, it's his reading of the game that seems to keep him a step ahead of everyone else, but he's about to face greater pressure now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hernandez. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Ekitike. And that is expertly dealt with. Knocks it into space. Tacho gets it clear. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal, simply because respective defences have been strong.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, shooting chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Changement en cours.
Liverpool can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Zaire Emery. Liverpool do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Zaire Emery. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Tacho. Now Hernandez. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Isak. Paris Saint-Germain desperately searching for the winner here. Mayulu tries a deft little ball. Oh, that was vital.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Mayulu. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Endo tries to play it through. Now it's Wirtz. Threads one in.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Dembele. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Bradley. And that has left him in a heap.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Soboslai. Takes a shot! Yes, he's done it! Save the best for last! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Liverpool take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. The final seconds now. Goes for a shot! And it's in! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Cross flung in towards the middle. That has been knocked clear. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Liverpool can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all